motherfucking Glock. The bullet challenge in the house, I'm letting no shot. Biggity bang, hit the motherfucking deck. I'm down on the track and I'm about to get wrecked. I'm coming like a hustler, never coming buster. Blasting on you hoes, screaming down, motherfucker. Never showing mercy, cause that shit is for the weak. I rub out with my Glock and knock a nigga off his feet, a young nigga. Shut up, I'm bigger. Step up with that bullshit, I'ma greet you with this trigger. Blasting on you hoes and let you know how it feels. Fucking with the fifth one circle, get your fucking dome peeled. Motherfucker, bring it on.
They're just trying to come up with concepts for the project, being that it's Project Row House. Just trying to do fun and keep it graffiti related, sort of, because, you know, on the movie cover they had some graffiti. I was like, oh, that'd be cool. Project Row House, house party, 3rd Ward, you know, show love to the hood.
As you all may know, or may not know, my relationship to public art, I refer to it as protest art, not graffiti, although it is painting on a public structure without permission. The work that I've done on the bridge, responding to global crises, felt like a civic duty. At no point did I feel that it was for publicity or for attention. Although I will say, taking a selfie with illegal work is not wise.
In the years that I've been doing graffiti, the years that I put in illegally, no one knew what I looked like until I came out into the general public and started doing public art. And then people started getting to put a face to the art, you know what I mean? So the whole theme inside the house, as y'all see, it'll be basically like conceal your identity, you know what I mean? And then the years of like the actual graffiti art, like the act of like, I guess different steps, like your tags, your throw ups, you know, things, the fundamentals to be a successful graffiti writer illegally, and then, you know, eventually become like an artist and make a living off of it. So that's it. I mean, if y'all want to come inside and check it out.
My name is Iris Kadami. I'm a journalist. I'm a video journalist. I grew up here in Houston. My mom is Mexican American, and she was here, her family was here when Texas was Mexico. So she raised me telling me that the border came to us, and I never let those words leave my heart or leave the way that I see the world. My father is an immigrant from Iran. I think being Middle Eastern, it's like in your DNA to be political. Politics is a part of our history and our culture. I was born and raised in the southwest side of Houston, Texas, and I was raised in a melting pot, and I'm a melting pot myself.
I started actually doing graffiti in 2001, so that is a lot later than a lot of my peers here, but they were like my motivation and inspiration. They were the people that I saw, and I was like, what is this art form? What are these letters? One individual's making this mark all over town. I'm seeing it. I'm an individual. I want to do this.
I really hope you guys enjoy the space. I've spent quite a lot of time just putting everything together, and I hope you enjoy it.
I am BBC, the B-Boy Craig. I represent the Hyphy Life movement. That's HHIFE. That stands for Houston Hip Hop is for Everyone. And it's also a double acronym, so it stands for Hip Hop is for Everyone. So my thing is that like timing. It's an interesting thing about timing and being at a lot of places at the right time. I've luckily been lucky enough to be at the right place at the right time when it comes to the connective tissue with all these artists. I was at the right place at the right time with Guns. I was at the right place at the right time with Color. I was at the right place at the right time with Duel and Article and so on and so on. And the thing is, it's very important to give back to the culture.
I was born August 7th, 72. Hip hop was born August 11th, 73. So I was coming up at the right time. I got to see the introduction of disco, the introduction of punk. But the first time, 1979, 1980, I'm in the car with my dad, and I'm just turning the knob on the radio, and I started hearing this crazy sound coming out of the speakers. And it's like, what is that? It was this thing called rap. No one had ever heard it before. And I feel bad for younger people now because what's new? We saw everything was developing brand. You never heard disco, you never heard punk. What's that? Rap. What is rap? Rap opened the door to the hip hop culture. A lot of people think rap is hip hop and hip hop is rap, but that's not the case. Rap is a part of it. Actually, not even rap, it's the MC. If you know your history, you got the MC, you got the B-boy, you got the DJ, then you have graffiti. And graffiti is the visual language of hip hop, and that's how we connect. It's a family, it's a subculture. So being a kid, being already artistically inclined, I didn't know where I existed, and hip hop gave me a place to exist. As I got into the music and the DJ and the b-boying, I kept seeing this artwork, and I'm kind of jumping across to how I even saw what graffiti was and how I made that visual connection. But once I understood what graffiti was, I found my medium. I found my voice, and like, this is who I am, and this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life.
The one Lee.
How y'all doing? My name's Lee Washington. I go by the One Lee. The ideas I had for this was to start with how Gonzo said about hip hop kind of started in the late 70s. That's when I heard about also Sugar Hill Gang. I was at the time doing a lot of activity, and when I heard about it, it made me think, oh, what can I do for the house to make everyone in different genres, different races kind of understand and appreciate hip hop. So I tried to emulate every decade from 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2020s, up until now, 25, and of course beyond. I had different names. I went by Kid Lee when I was skateboarding, Icy Lee when I was in Break Patrol breakdancing. All these names, but I always had Lee in there somewhere, so went from Lee to One Lee. Of course I had to use the Lee patch because one part of being a b-boy, there's other spectrums to hip hop. I did all of them, rapping, DJing, and you had to wear, just had to. It was like a must to have like the Tiger shirt, Lee jeans, suede Adidas, suede Puma, suede outfit. Like if you didn't have that, you wasn't a b-boy. It was kind of like that. Now it's not like that. You can wear anything you want, but at that time period, you couldn't even go anywhere, the mall, the grocery store, because someone would call you. You had to battle. You had to break dance on the spot. You had to paint on the spot. That's just how it was. So people from back then would understand why I did the Lee patch, number one.
I'd asked Chandrika, who I'd known for years, kind of to do some sort of performance actually here at Project Row Houses. And we met up in August of 2024, and they told me that they hadn't been able to focus on anything performance-wise because they were dealing with this huge legal situation because they painted over the FREESOMEONE bridge over I-45, and they said that they'd been going back and forth with lawyers, just dealing with all of this stress. And they said the one thing that the Union Pacific lawyers said would allow them to dismiss the case is if they were to put together some sort of anti-graffiti campaign. I thought, that's such a crazy answer. Like, what is an anti-graffiti campaign? And then I thought, well, what if we did a show and the show was an anti-graffiti campaign? And so then the idea grew larger and larger. I started going to more events like Spray City Walls, and I was able to go to the tribute to Deck, and then of course the Buffalo Bayou Mural Festival, and meet all of these amazing artists and really start to build a narrative around not just this anti-graffiti idea, but the idea of what if graffiti artists could come here and get paid? Then maybe it's not this nuisance and it's a celebration of the art form.
Just to give everybody a heads up, this is Houston's Comp 1. Thank you, sir. This is Houston's BBC.
What up?
Thank y'all.
Big up to the whole gamut of creatives we got together for this too. You guys are in store for something really unique. Yes, yes. This is Project Real House, round 58. FREESOMEONE. Comp 1 on the 1 and 2s. We will be taking y'all on a musical education. with some great Houston stuff as well. Big up to all the local celebs in the area. So one, Gracie Chavez. I see y'all. Mr. Castillo. You know what it is. Be sure to check out your smartphones and let your friends know where you are. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
My early days, the Rex. I was right out of high school. We did a lot of competitions over there, a lot of events, a lot of parties. It was a good time, definitely.
What's going on, man? It's J. Lou. It's round 58. Free someone. We got some live spraying going on. We're about to get the party started, man. Shout out to everybody that's participating and down to be a part of it. I'm super excited. Assistant curator for this round, so hopefully there's more to come, man.
Cobra is a spray paint manufacturer in Italy, and it's been sold in the United States for the last 10 years. And we're trying to approach communities in events like this, to let the artists try it and support us anywhere we can to more community engaged events. And this is the first one we do, so we're pretty excited to be here.
Come on! Come on! Yes, yes, y'all. Come on, Pastor Roadhouse. With a circle. Come on. Where's all my hip hop lovers? Let's go. Oh, yes, he did. Shout out to all the graffiti writers in the house, to all the artists, all the DJs, all the MCs. Yes, yes, y'all.
One thing about this whole event that's really cool is about generational hip hop. Can y'all make some noise for generational hip hop? Real quick. So I'm gonna break it down real quick. I used to be an MC. I did so many shows with Craig, sold out shows here and there. Every time we do it, he would introduce me and we rock it out. From 2010 to 2014, 15, we rock it out. So now I put it down. I have my daughter. Now it's her turn to rock the mic like I did. I just need y'all to do me one favor. Let me know how if y'all like it, if y'all don't, all right? Not if y'all don't, I'm gonna get mad. That's my baby girl. I ain't playing. Y'all make some noise for Classic Kiki, y'all. My baby girl. Let's go, Key. Put your H's up. Yeah. She did all right? She did good? She did good? All right. Let's keep it going.
Let's go.
assignment. On the road to victory, I call it perfect timing. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, King. Yeah.
Hip hop kids, you could call me the crew chief. They switching up careers, turning over a new leaf. Bruce Lee, every time I write on a loose leaf. Y'all too sweet. Every competition they choose me. The classic. After this, give me my 5 mics. Toe stepping on the gram, only get 5 likes. Classroom, all the studio got my mind.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. I smashed up the gray one, bought me a red. Every time we hit the parking lot, we turn heads. My girls outside, we got everybody scared. Soon to be the hey, head turner, hand on my assignment. On the road to victory, I call it perfect timing. Show me my opponent, every label one assignment. Pressure buzz pipes, but it also make a diamond in the head turner. Hand on my assignment. On the road to victory, I call it perfect timing. Show me my opponent, hey, come on, King. Let's go.
Leader of the new school, fresh as the first day. No matter where you stop me, I'ma end up in first place. Tearing up the track, they ain't made us the first aid. City engineers up and up with my first place. Heard them say, kick your body, get out of pocket. And there's no way to stop it, just let the party keep rocking. Whole industry watching me taking off like a rocket. You ain't got another problem, and there's no way to solve it. See how the
Smashed up the gray one, bought me a red. Every time we hit the parking lot, we turn heads.
My girls,
we got everybody scared. Soon to be the head turner, hand on my assignment. On the road to victory, I call it perfect timing. Show me my opponent every but it also make a diamond in the head turner, hand on my assignment. On the road to victory, I call it perfect timing. Show me my opponent every let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
diamond in the rough.
Oh, y'all rocking with the kid. Y'all rocking with the kid. Classic Kiki 713 on Instagram. Classic Kiki 713 on Instagram.
We are a 32-year-old arts organization that sits at the intersection of art, culture, historic preservation, community enrichment, and neighborhood revitalization. In 1993, 7 visionary artists came together to create Project Row Houses. Our first round, and actually the start of our public art program started with our rounds. First was the drive-by. It was a double entendre. It was talking about drive by and see art. There were also drive-bys going on in the neighborhood. And we've kept that tradition alive. So we always do rounds that have some sort of social commentary about what's going on around the neighborhood, whether it be locally, nationally, or internationally. So today, we celebrate round 58, FREESOMEONE.
Thank you all for coming. I'm really excited to be here and to be here with so many amazing supporters and artists. I've worked at Project Row Houses for about a year now, and this is my favorite show because this is technically my first show as a curator for this organization. So this is my really exciting baby moment.
I do want to talk about expression and the ability of free speech. And I think I'm a big proponent of liberation. And I think that what we're doing here is about liberating these artists and giving them an opportunity and a platform to say what they have to say. And obviously, because of all of the support, they're being heard.
And after doing it for a handful of years, I did get caught twice and spent the night in jail and had a continental breakfast in Harris County. and I decided that this probably wasn't what I wanted to keep doing because it costs a lot of money and it'd be a lot of stress. I went back to school and school taught me and showed me how to look at art in different ways. And I decided that I wanted to create a language that I could be recognized by. So here I want to introduce to you my mural that I got to do for Project Row House. Big thanks to them for trusting all the artists with the spaces. It's titled From the Streets to the Sky, and it's a representation of like my journey as an artist, where I started doing graffiti and then have now moved to creating finer art, what I like to call it.
I'm a first generation B-boy. I'm an artist as well. I'm an orator. I'm a host. And I've hosted stuff from as far back as the Museum of Fine Arts, Beats of Basquiat's parties, to parties at the Wax Museum.
What's up, Baseline? What's up? All right. I mean, I appreciate everybody coming out. For me, it's great to see all these folks show up for this type of art show. Because when I started, definitely was not like this. It definitely would have been nothing but HBD out there. What? That's something? Oh yeah, we're gonna get it. But yeah, I appreciate y'all coming out because it's been a long journey for it to get to this point. I started because I was into hip hop, and that's the grassroots of graffiti, hip hop. Without hip hop, graffiti would not exist the way it does today.
Brother.
So a big reason why I'm here is because of my illegal background. I'm not glorifying that, I'm just saying why I'm here. Because me and a handful of others started doing illegal graffiti before it was a thing. Like, it was a handful of us that pioneered it. And me and my team, we went all city, which means every ghetto neighborhood and surrounding neighborhoods with our graffiti. We did that. We went so hard, Kim Og started the graffiti task force. That's how hard we went.
We're out here celebrating the culture, the history of the moment in time. Shout out to guys, shout out to Color, Article, everybody, man. It's beautiful to see all the history, everything. It's fucking great, man. Thank y'all for everything. Much love, HOUSTON.
I titled this work Censored. The artwork that you see that was painted by AJ from United by Design is a censored block. That's literally what it is. It's like when you think censorship, you think of this block because it's literally a censored image. What is censored? Censored is an immersive portal that confronts the viewer with the realities of censorship, surveillance, graffiti, and activism.
Woman, life, freedom. Zan Zindagi Azadi. That is a woman's rights movement happening in Iran. And when she painted that message on the Be Someone bridge, I felt seen. As a woman of color from Mexican American heritage and Persian heritage, it's always been difficult to find a place where I fit in. Being from Houston, being from the southwest side of town, Alief, Stafford, Mo City, in the house, we were all mixed together. We're a big melting pot on the southwest side of town. And it made me feel accepted, the city of Houston. Street art is where I found a lot of my identity. I found a lot of confidence in that phrase, be someone. When I saw it on the bridge for the first time, I said, I want to know who that is. I want to be someone. I want to know his story. How did he have so much confidence? How did he bring his vision to life? I told myself, if I could interview him one day, then maybe I can do this journalism thing, right? So I did, and it changed my life doing this documentary. I'm a filmmaker, I'm a journalist, and my first debut documentary was on Be Someone.
All right, so first of all, thank you all for coming out today. It's a beautiful day. You know, Houston's hit or miss, and we are hitting tonight. Before anything, I want to give a super shout out to Sydney. She had the audacity, I would say, to curate a show that pushes the envelope, pushes the grain, and that's what graffiti and street art has always been. We've never been accepted anywhere, and we had to fight and claw for our own spaces to the point where we cut out the middleman, and we're like, yo, we got to create our own to tell our own stories. And Sydney was like, yo, I got a spot for y'all. What do you think about utilizing Project Row? And we're like, yo, bet, let's do this. So we have an awesome array of talent and skills. But for me personally, I'm born and raised here in Houston, Texas. I'm Gonzo247, and I was always artistically inclined, and I have a long story. I'm gonna condense it as quick as possible. I always knew I was artistically inclined, but I had nowhere to put that energy. Graduating high school, everyone was like, yo, all this crap you're doing, You can't do it here. You got to go somewhere else. You got to go to New York. You got to go to LA. You got to go to Chicago. They named every city except Houston. They're like, you can't do that here. Put yourself in the shoes, 1990 Houston. It was a totally different city, right? And so I was like, okay, what I'm hearing is I got to go somewhere else. I got to go to New York. I don't know anybody there. I got to work 1,000 times harder just to compete with the locals who started it. Why don't I stay in Houston, work 1,000 times harder, and just create the scene that I want to be a part of? Yeah. And that's what kept me here. And that is what happened. Helped to usher in this thing called graffiti, then street art, to the city of Houston. But in that journey, there was no internet, there was no Instagram, there was no text message, there was no IM, DM, whatever y'all do, right? You know what we had to do? We had to write letters. Imagine that. The first time I got a graffiti magazine, it's like, what is this? A graffiti magazine from somewhere else, and it was black and white. Imagine a graffiti writer doing graffiti pieces, see a magazine, black and white, but my mind filled in all the gaps of all the color. I couldn't believe what I was seeing because back then, you couldn't go on Instagram and see graffiti everywhere. I got a graffiti magazine, I was like, oh my God, this is my connection to somewhere else. I'm reading it. In the back, there's an advertisement for another graffiti magazine. So what I do? Yo, piece of paper, pen. Yo, what up? My name is Gonzo, I'm from Houston. I'm a graffiti writer. I just saw this thing, blah, blah, blah. Send me info, I want to connect. Boom. You fold it up, you put an envelope, put a stamp on it, then you go to this thing that looks like R2-D2, boom. You put it there. Then you wait. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. 6 weeks later, you open your mailbox, boom, there's something there. You pull it out, oh my God, someone from New York wrote me. Oh my God, someone from Chicago, someone from LA, someone from Australia, someone from China, someone from Germany. You open it up, oh, boom. And so we started this idea of pen pals. I would get a roll of film, I snap some photos, I make 5 different sets of photos of Houston graffiti. 1 stack went to LA, 1 stack went to Miami, 1 stack went to New York. And for every photo you sent out, they would send you photos back. That's how we connected. Through the mail, snail mail, patience. We've had to wait.
You know, if you could only hear what I sing, then you might understand where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? I can't see it, y'all. It's like that, y'all. I can't see it, y'all. I got the light, y'all. I can't see it, y'all. It's like that, y'all. But that's alright, y'all. I got the light, y'all. I can't see it, y'all. It's like that, y'all. I can't see it, y'all. I got the light, y'all. I can't see it, y'all. It's like that, y'all. But that's alright, y'all. One time for your mind, yo, check it. It's the chubby curly hair kid from HTX. Nasty like gun, say sex. Your best step when I flex. Knocking peons out the box and smoking niggas like switch. Outside loud, but say nothing. That's why I still can't hear you. Somebody, I know that ain't that blind kid rapping, coming up to me, talking about, hey, yo, 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 cuz what happened? But that's for me to know, and you to find out. Let me break it down right here so you know what I'm talking about. I remember when I told you I was handicapped, but simple as handy rap. Along with this handy spec, I get a check every month, and it makes me independent. So, motherfuck you in that hand that you're lending, cuz don't need your funky ass sympathy.